I forgot to mention as well, grabbing people's attention, captions on screen, subtitles.
So there's a lot going on to capture someone's attention. So we need to try and get as many eyeballs and maximize the algorithm to get people to lock in. You said there's benefits to the producer, but less so to the consumer.
Yeah, I mean, the benefits to the producer are just exposure.
So what's the cost for the consumer? If someone gets stuck in that doom scrolling or the scroll hole or the infinite scroll, whatever you want to call it, what's the cost? What are we giving up at that point? Because really, what's happening when we're scrolling we're producing dopamine. Similar to gambling, it's creating that habit-forming behavior that if I do this, I'm going to get dopamine. If I do this, I'm going to get dopamine. It's that intermittent reward. So really, there's a lot of costs that are going to come at the sake of the consumer. So let's get into them. And what are the costs of someone sitting and scrolling? Because really, we may not even know the huge outlier that we might have on society, because this is a very new development. Social media is very new in the last 10 years. 20 years or so. Yeah. So cognitive decline, the average human attention span on screen has decreased from 150 seconds in 2024 to approximately 47 seconds in 2026. And then there's obviously all the mental health issues that are linked to it. So what's the cost about doom scrolling?
I think it's twofold.
Before Will raises his perfectly valid points, let me tell you about Huel. You can get money off Huel, which is a meal replacement drink. If you need to get more protein or nutrients into your diet, check the link below. You get money off, like I said, and then that way you're able to get a nutritionally complete meal into your daily life. You're welcome.
The time that you lose while scrolling, because that's per video, I would assume, the 47 seconds or whatever. So the videos I make are only 26 to 30 seconds long. So they're even shorter than that. But the time that you spend in the endless scroll, you can easily kill an hour or two just by going through these 30-second things. That's consuming 120 pieces of content. That is insane.
Crazy when you put it that way, isn't it?
And that's per hour as well. So it's, if you spend 5 hours
per hour,
5 hours on social media per day, realistically, it's short form content. That's 600 pieces of content.
We're not designed to take in that much information in a day, surely.
Well, that's why it's not really that beneficial. Because if you ask anyone, what was the creator you watched 4 shorts ago, nobody can tell you.
Marble Run.
You assume. Could have been boobs.
Why are you so fixated with boobs?
It was a problem for a while. I've got over it. I watched a lot of tennis stuff.
Okay.
That fixed.
Did you just hit the not interested, or was it too difficult to hit not interested on boobs?
Is that a thing?
Yeah, on social media you can say not interested.
Okay, the other question is that a worthwhile button on a boob video?
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't want to see boobs.
I don't understand that mode of thinking.
Okay. Well, there's times where I might get a bit of right-leaning information that I don't want to know about. I only want to consume the information that's relevant to me. So I was not interested.
Interesting.
So what do you think the cost is? Okay, this is the avenue I want to go down first of all. Is if the algorithm is tailored to you, you're only going to be reinforcing views, thoughts, and opinions that you have.
Yeah.
Because it's not really going to show you counterpoints.
Unless you show the algorithm that you like watching debates between two sides.
Yes, but on average, people probably aren't doing that.
If you subscribe to Ben Shapiro and you subscribe to Donald Trump and they're your only subscriptions, you'll get a lot of right-leaning stuff.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to Bill Maher and Hillary Clinton, then you're only going to get left-leaning stuff. If you subscribe to people like Diary of a CEO, where he hosts debates between left and right, and people like Joe Rogan, where he has 1 week we'll have on a right-leaning guest, another week we'll have on a left-leaning guest, another week have on a psychotherapy ding-dong guest. They will then talk about that. It's you're going to have a more balanced algorithm that's still tailored for you. But as you say, quite often, if somebody is right-leaning, they're going to subscribe to the Ben Shapiro's, the Donald Trumps, the Elon Musks, the whatever.
Yeah, they're really going to consume the information that is on average more relevant for them, and that's just going to then reaffirm them into their thoughts, beliefs, and habits, because it's going to show them the information that's relevant to that type of person, which I think is extremely damaging because it polarizes us. It treats us it tells us rather that we do not need to hear the other side of the story, that what we think and feel is more relevant than anything else. Because if you just surround yourself by that same type of information again and again and again, you're not ever going to take in the other side of the story